Haha. Hello, YouTube. What's up, y'all? How you guys doing today? My name is Adrian, also known as Kilo 1 Alpha Papa Delta. We decided to play a little radio. We're playing radio on the 20 meters band there. People are hearing me, but I couldn't hear them, so I don't know what's going on. But we do got some bad storms out on, let's see. Let's put it up here. Right here, if you... No. You see that right there? Over here, all by the Caribbeans in east coast of Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and all that. Real bad thunderstorms there. You can see those are all lightning strikes and stuff. So, ooh, that, I don't know what that is. Look at that. It went right across there. Right across. But anyway, yeah, we have some lightning storms, and that looks like... What's that? That's the bottom. Yeah, so anyway, this whole side right here, this whole section right here. Oh, wait a minute, you can't see that right here. This whole section right here is just, I mean, it's just bam, bam. Wouldn't want to be out here in a boat, that's for sure. Wouldn't even know what the water and the conditions are here would be. But I tell you though, look at all them lightning strikes. That's no joke. And these yellow lines are actually pointing towards where they got detected at. So anyway, we're gonna try on 40, see what happens on 40, and we're gonna call out here CQ. But first we're gonna find out if the frequency is in use. So let's do that. Let's go back to where we had it right here. So anyway, is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? This is Kilo 1 Alpha Papa Delta, checking to see if the frequencies in use. We'll be standing by listening for any calls. So yeah, man, that's pretty cool though. I actually learned about this was that I seen what was it? I think it's Kilo 1 Golf Mike up in New Hampshire. He put a video out on this, so I questioned my Elmers at work, and they're like, oh yeah, you can go to this site, check it out. And I'm like, oh wow. So it was pretty cool. So now I check it out. Whenever I see those lines flickering all over here, you know, like, I know it's lightning strike. Wow. But it, ooh, damn, this you gotta look at this. This is going, wow, hold on. That is just going crazy. All right, so, all right, one more time. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? This is Kilo 1 Alpha Papa Delta. This is K1APD checking to see the frequencies in use. So far, nothing. But that's pretty cool. Look at all that. Look at that. That's all those little lines are places where it got detected, the lightning. So the more you have, the more accurate they can pinpoint where the lightning was actually at. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's go back to calling here. All right. Okay, nothing heard. CQ 40. This is Kilo 1 Alpha Papa Delta. This is K1APD calling CQ 40. QRZ.
This is W1MJK for Kilo 1 Alpha Papa Delta.
Okay, that was W1 Mike Juliet Kilo. QSL?
Yes, indeed. Whiskey 1 Mike Juliet Kilo from Sunderland, Vermont.
QSL. How you doing? This is Kilo 1 Alpha Papa Delta. The name here is Adrian. Alpha Delta Romeo India Alpha November. I am located in Springfield, Massachusetts. QSL?
Yes, indeed. I pulled you up on QRZ. My best friend growing up's name was Adrian, so easy name to remember. Name here is Morgan. Mike Oscar Romeo Golf Alpha November.
Yes, Morgan. I got your QRZ page up here as well and stuff like that. Yeah, you're giving me about a 5.9 up to a 10 plus down here in Springfield, Mass there, sir.
You're giving me exactly the same. Happy to hear it. I just got this radio in the mail the other week and put up a G5 RV between a couple trees about 75 feet up in the air, running about 75 to 100 foot of coax up to the ladder line, and the radio's putting out about 100 watts. Just using the onboard tuner for right now until I can get my cable modified so I can connect it to my AH4 ICOM tuner.
QSL. What kind of rig you're running right now, though?
The ultra exclusive ICOM 7300.
Roger that. Well, my working conditions over here, I'm running a SunSDR2 DX, and I'm running fan dipole homebrew, almost 50 feet up in the air there on the tree, and an inverted V in the backyard. And that's it, 100 watts, and can't run nothing else because I ain't got nothing else to run. Back to you, Morgan.
Copy that. Yeah, glad to hear it, man. This is my first HF rig. I got licensed back in when I was 12 years old, so 2004 or something like that, with my technician, and I just upgraded to general 3 weeks ago, working on my advanced now. But first HF rig, so learning all the nuances, learning how many features this radio has, and
awesome.
Hoping my antenna does me well. I was talking to a couple people earlier, but really mixed reviews from people on the G5 RV, but seems to be doing okay. Once I get the tuner hooked up, it'll do a lot better. Right now, 40 meters, 20 meters does okay. Everything else, the SWR is off the charts.
Yeah.
So can't really play around with those bands quite yet.
QSL. Well, it's doing a job down here in Springfield, Mass. That's for sure. Actually, I'm recording a video. I'll put it up on my YouTube channel, maybe in either later on tonight or at the end of the week here, and you could probably hear yourself there. I need to check. I hope I had the audio up on here on the OBS system, but I think I do. But yeah, you'll be able to hear yourself there. So if you put Kilo 1 Alpha Papa Delta into the search bar in YouTube, I should pop up. I'm a newly YouTuber myself, so I ain't got much up there, but I like to put up some videos there of QSOs, and this way it gives the opportunity for people to hear themselves over the airwaves and stuff. So, but yeah, congratulations on your new ticket there for general. And I believe this is where it's at, man. This is HF is where it's at. I got also my license at the end of no, I don't remember, but it was at the end of 2021. I got my technician, and 30 days later I went and I got my general because HF is where it's at.
Roger. Love to hear that. Yeah, super happy with the general right now. Also, very cool on the videos. I love being able to watch the YouTube stuff with the radio. There's a lot of good content out there, and I've always wondered what I sound like on the air, so that'll be kind of fun. But yeah, man, you're sounding great. 5.9 plus, coming in nice and strong. So real good setup you got going today.
QSL, thank you for the kind words there. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Morgan, you're going to see that you're going to enjoy it, man. Just a little advice from my experience. Be careful, because sometimes when I'm listening to the bands, I'm not paying attention when I'm scrolling to see. And if I hear somebody and I'm like, oh, wow, they sound good, let me see if I can give them a call. And I come to find out I'm on the extra class. So, yeah, be aware of that so you don't do the same thing I did. QSL?
I'd be lying to tell you if I didn't do that earlier. I did that earlier. I was very eager to talk to somebody, and the band was pretty dead this afternoon. And after calling CQ and getting nothing, I scrolled around and saw a strong signal, and realized as soon as I responded that I was off my frequency privileges. So another reason I'm studying for that extra ticket, so I don't have to think about that.
Yeah. That is definitely true. I am myself, I'm studying right now, and the next class around here is going to be in June 11th down in Windsor, Connecticut. And so I was studying, but I put it on hold a little bit, but I'm going to start studying again once we get a little closer to the due date there. I just don't want to study now and all of a sudden when I go for the test, I forget. You know what I mean? I want to have everything fresh in the brain there, so when I do, I pass. So, yeah, that's it's so funny. I think every single one of us that got our license one time or another, we done that mistake and go over to the extra class by not paying attention and stuff like that. And sometimes they don't answer you, so you think your radio's not working, but they look you up, they notice you're a general, so they're not going to answer your call because, they know you're not allowed to be there. Other might say, hey, sir, you might want to move it over to the general, and, but mistakes happen. But, yeah, that's the best advice I can give to anybody because I know I've done it a couple of times there.
Dude, I heard a poor kid on VHF, UHF, on one of my local repeaters. He was maybe 15 years old, and he just got his ham radio license, and he was so excited. And I heard him on the local repeater calling CQ, and a guy came back and chewed him out so hard for calling CQ on a repeater. I really hope it didn't scare the kid away from the hobby.
I hope not either. Because to be honest with you, when I first got my license, I didn't know whether I should be calling CQ or not on a repeater. And I almost said, no, you don't have to call CQ on the repeater. Just put your call sign out there and stuff like that. So I had that towards my advantage. But if I had that kid on the repeater, I would have never said that to him like that. I would have said, hey, on the repeater, we don't call CQ and stuff like that. These older guys, well, not all of them, because a lot of the amateur radio people, they're really, really good people. But you got those few rotten tomatoes that, you know what I mean, they want to, get on there and say, no, you don't do it like that, blah, blah, blah. But I hope that kid wasn't scared away, like you said. Hopefully he'll meet somebody out there better that could give him a better, push him towards the right direction.
Yeah, Roger, man. It's a great hobby, and it's a hobby that I fear doesn't have a lot of youth coming into it. I'm only 31, but I've been licensed since I was 12. Just recently jumped back into the hobby with the general class, but definitely should be inviting the younger generation into it and not trying to scare them away. Over to you.
QSL. This is K1APD for Station ID. Yes, I'm trying to get my grandkids. I'm trying to get my granddaughters here into the radio and stuff like that, but right now they ain't showing no interest. They're more into their phones. They're like, well, why do I need a radio when I could just go tap, and I send a message or a video,
Yeah, copy that. I keep trying to get my wife to get a license, just a technician license. We live in southern Vermont, and we have a lot of dead spots with cell service. We both drive around frequently over a lot of treacherous terrain, over mountains like Bromley Mountain and Hogback, headed into Connecticut or Massachusetts. And without cell service and not always reliable vehicles, it would be very handy if I could get her to get a license. So if something was to go wrong, I'd at least hear her on the radio. But she doesn't have much interest. This is W1MJK.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, exactly. A technician or something, at least to get on. You can put a radio in her vehicle in case of emergency. Yeah, if she can't use the phone, I'm sure if she get on that repeater or someone hears her, they will be able to assist her in any way they can. That's a great idea. I also told my wife, she's like, no, that's your hobby. I want nothing to do with it. So, but yeah, sometimes that's how it is. It's the same thing here with my son. He's 23 years old. He's not interested in the radio thing there, but who knows? Maybe in the future. I don't know. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I have two kids. I have a 2-year-old and I have a 7-month-old. And I woke up this morning and brought my 2-year-old downstairs and found him playing around with the knobs on the radio. Yeah. I have it temporarily set up on a little coffee table. My room that I'm going to be putting it in is temporarily a guest room for my cousin who's staying with us. So until she moves out, I will be set up on a coffee table in front of my back door, which is just low enough for my 2-year-old to reach. So I have to make sure I unplug the radio every night. But it's pretty cute, man. He walks over to it, he starts spinning the knobs, pressing the buttons. He said hi to somebody on the air the other day while I was chatting on a UHF. So maybe he'll get into it.
Good possibility for sure. That's a good possibility. Yeah, my grandson comes over and he's only 2 years old, and I got a mixer because I used to podcast with my kids and stuff like that, and so he likes pushing buttons and all this and that. So I put the mixer down for him. It has a lot of lights, a lot of buttons, so that'll keep him entertained for a little bit, And he's one of those one that he loves going in my pickup truck because he loves touching all the buttons in the pickup truck. And but we'll see if he gets into it, and it'll be nice. And if he does, I'm thinking of buying regular walkie-talkies. You know what I'm saying? Those little walkie-talkies you could buy at Walmart, and give him one because he only lives around 2 blocks away from me, so I'll be able to talk to him via walkie-talkie, see if he could do that.
Yeah, man, get them started young. It's fun.
Yes.
I mean, I think human beings have like an innate curiosity at a young age, so it's pretty easy to kind of stoke that if you get them started early. I got into ham because my dad wanted to get a license, and he asked me if I wanted to, and I was 12, and I was like, oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
So I was like, my dad wants to do it, so I want to do it. So we took classes together in Rutland, Vermont for, I forget, maybe 2 months. And then we took our licenses together. His call sign was KB1JON. My call sign until a few days ago was KB1JOM. So he was only really on the air on and off for a year or so, just checking in every once in a while. But he passed away
a couple
years later. So he never got his general, and he always wanted to. So I felt the desire to get my general because I know it was something that he would want and something that we wanted to do together. And I don't know. It's been a lot of fun. Over to you.
QSL. Sorry to hear about your dad passing there. And yeah, man, maybe he's listening to you right now in the airways up there in heaven. Maybe he's got his own radio up there. He's probably be able to hear more than we do. Back to you, right?
I was joking about that with my wife the other night. I'm like, oh, he's probably picking up on all my signals when nobody was responding last night. I wasn't sure if my antenna was like malfunctioning or if I did something wrong. I was like, no one's picking up. But I was like, oh, I bet my dad can hear it.
QSL. Yeah, man. I get that feeling too sometimes when I'm calling CQ, no one answers and stuff like that. But don't get discouraged. Do not get discouraged. It's just that sometimes people don't like answering CQ calls, and it depends on the time of day, and it depends on conditions and all that stuff. So, but yeah, I'm glad that you answered the call there, and it was nice, definitely nice to meet you there, Morgan. And this is well, anyway, you'll see the video. I'll try to put it up here for you tonight so you can at least listen. I do get a little fade away from you just here and there, but I do hear everything you say, so it's a good communication over here. I try to get on every morning around 11 a.m. and I try to do a quick CQ call before I head out to work, and that's my goal. My goal now is try to get all those awards on QRZ there, and but I want to do everything by phone. I don't want to do anything digital or FT8, nothing like that yet. But we'll see what happens from there. And anyway, I bet your kids will be into it, especially that kid that's already, trying to hit the buttons and all the knobs and all that. They just, it's like a new toy for them.
Yeah, copy that. It is definitely a new toy for him and for me.
There's
a lot going on this radio. But just looking at the waterfall display right now, I see a lot more activity than there was this morning. So I'm sure people will respond. Thanks for getting back to me and returning I returned to your CQ, but thanks for getting back to me.
Definitely.
Always good to chat with someone.
My pleasure.
You're in Springfield, Massachusetts, correct?
QSL, yeah, I'm at Springfield, Massachusetts, home of the Basketball Hall of Fame. You know where it is.
Oh yeah, my wife's family lives in Hartford, Connecticut, West Hartford, Connecticut. So we drive through Springfield a lot. Yep. And my brother, my stepbrother, half-brother lives in Springfield. So I've spent a little bit of time in Springfield.
Yeah, it's not bad. I live over here towards the East Long Meadow line, but actually on the Springfield side. It's a nice little quiet neighborhood, all single-family homes. So, it's enjoyable around here, and it's the reason I'm still in Springfield. So, yeah, I came up here, I don't know, maybe a little over 30 years ago, maybe a little more. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, and I came up here at the age of 18, and I ran into my wife and fell in love and got married and did all the other things. You know how it is.
I do know how it is. I met my wife in Keene, New Hampshire, and we dated for well, we lived together for 7 years, and then we wanted to get a house before we got married and started having kids. So we bought a house right before the pandemic started. Found out that she was pregnant the day of our wedding, so it all worked out well.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. That is definitely a beautiful thing. And what I did do, I just finished logging on QRZ there, our conversation and stuff. So you should have that on there. I don't know if you go on to QRZ all the time, but it will be on there, and it will be a confirmed contact by me.
Copy that. Yeah, I just did the same for you. I just started using QRZ,
Yeah.
so I'm still figuring it out. But I'm logging every contact I make and hoping that people are doing the same. Kind of a cool little site.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I mean, there's a couple of people that don't like the site no more due to something happened. I don't know what it was, but no, I use the site, and I enjoy it, and it helps me, and it helps me check. I always check the band to see which ones are good. You know, that little thing where it tells you either it's good, fair, or poor. I use that a lot. And it's a good handy tool there, and it also has a form there. So, like, if you got questions, you could put up there and ask some questions. And trust me, people will give you answers. The problem is sometimes they give you too many different answers. You don't know which way to go.
I'm learning with this hobby that everybody's opinion is gospel to themselves.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. I have a cold on top of having Lyme disease, and I'm on antibiotics, so my voice is coming in and out. But, yeah, everybody has their opinions on stuff, and it's better to not ask too many questions. I ask one or two people, and then I formulate my own opinion. I'm telling you, man, everybody told me this G5RV was going to be terrible, and I went into it being like, oh, man, this antenna is going to be terrible. And, you know, it seems to be okay. No DX contacts, but I don't really hear much going on in that space today.
Yeah, I didn't hear too much DX over the airwaves today myself. The best time I noticed that there's a couple of DX contacts that I know you'll be able to hear would be anywhere from around noon, 11 to about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. There's a couple of stations, one in Slovenia and one in Italy, and I forgot where the other one is, but they get on every day. Every day. They either on 15, 20, or no, I don't think I see them on 40. Definitely 15 and 20 meters they're on there, and they're on there every day. This is Kilo 1 Alpha Papa Delta. Back to you, Morgan.
Yep, W1MJK, Whiskey 1, Mike Juliet, Kilo 4 IB. Yeah, man, I can really right now only work the 40 and a little bit of the 20 until I get this new tuner hooked up. The SWR without the tuner is just insane on all the bands, so I don't dare try. But this tuner is kind of designed for a long wire, so I have to modify the coax coming off the G5RV
I got you.
in order to tie it in. But we're going to give it a try tonight or tomorrow and see if I can rig it up in a way that works.
Yeah, I got what's the tuner here that I got? Let me look at it real quick. It's MFJ 925. I can't see it right now. My light's not working that great here. I think it's either the 929 or something like that. I got it because I got an FT991 Alpha Yaesu, and I thought I was going to need it for the Yaesu, but the Yaesu has a good tuner inside. As long as it's within 3 SWR and lower, it could tune. The Yaesu could tune it by itself. But the SunSDR that I'm running right now does not have an internal tuner, so I have to use this one for it.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of stuff out there on tuners. This tuner is one that my buddy has, and it's an auto tuner, but it gets really good reviews, and it tunes his antenna so well. It's the ICOM AH4. It's kind of a mobile tuner that can be mounted on a tree, outside, right by the antenna, or put in your car if you're trying to run mobile that way, or taken to a park. So it's pretty cool, but you screw the coax into the radio, and then the radio connects obviously to the tuner, but then you would attach a long wire antenna,
like an end-fed
wing nut setup. But because I'm running a coax fed antenna, I have to, I guess, cut the coax, pull out the center line of the coax, and attach it and then use the shield or the webbing or whatever, and put that where the grounding is. So we're going to give that a try, but we'll see. If it doesn't work, we'll try something else.
QSL. And you know, YouTube University, you know, they have a lot of videos out there that help. And I found a lot of videos out there that actually helped me with a couple of things that I was doing and researching and stuff like that. And you'd be surprised, you know. And that's the way to go. I think that's the way to go. And also, I think it's, oh my God, what's it called? EHAM Universe or something like that. They have articles in there as well. Don't quote me on the actual website that I just said, because I don't recall the actual website. I have to look it up again to make sure. But yeah, there's they have good articles on there about antennas and radios and all this and that has helped me out a lot as well. And yeah, so anyway, I'm glad, Morgan, I'm glad that you were able to play radio today, got your radio out there working, and we hope to hear you again. I'm going to end this video, and we're going to end up QSL here, because I think my wife is calling me upstairs. She must have just got home from work. Today's my day off. So, and God bless you and your family and your 2 kids, man. And I hope to hear you out here again. And one thing you should look into, too, which is a lot of fun, it's POTA, Parks on the Air.
Absolutely. I just responded to a couple POTA events going on today, so
Yep.
Definitely something I'm interested in doing myself. But we'll say 7-3 for now. Super nice meeting you, and I'll be back on. This is W1MJK. I'll be clear on your final.
Roger that. Roger. All right, Morgan, you take care, 73, and I'm going to try to get the video up tonight so this way you're able to hear yourself. If I don't get it up tonight, I'll definitely get it up sometime this week. I work a lot, so, but yeah, I'll definitely get it up there. And W1MJK, this is K1APD saying 73, God bless, and I am QRT myself. Dude, thanks for the QSL.
The Vermont station, this is Kilo Charlie 2 Alpha Alpha Kilo. Do you copy, over?
Let's listen for a little bit.
Kilo Alpha 2 Alpha Alpha Charlie, was that correct?
No, the call is Kilo Charlie 2 Alpha Alpha Kilo. Kilo Charlie number 2 America America Kilo, over.
Kilo Charlie 2 Alpha Alpha Kilo, I copy. This is W1MJK.
Yeah, it's been on the side here reading the mail, and I'm running a G5 RV right here, just a standard G5 RV. I'm only running 20 watts, 20 watts
What?
with a Chinese radio called a Xiegu G90, a QRP radio, and I'm running 20 watts with a G5 RV up about 30
No way.
30 feet in the backyard. I note that you said you were down. I just wondered if you could hear me. Actually, we're pretty close. I'm over in Troy, New York, so I'm a little bit west of you. You know, down past Bennington and down Route 7, and until you come to Troy. So you're not too far away from me. And I wondered if you could copy me what my signal was like. Over.
Yeah, I can copy you real well. You're 5.9 plus right now, coming in loud and clear. I get to Troy every once in a while.
Wow.
I go down to Bennington frequently. I'm about 25 minutes away from Bennington, so anytime I go to Home Depot or Walmart, I'm down kind of in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, I think they got do they have a Walmart in Bennington, or do you have to come all the way down to the Walmart on Hoosick Street in Troy? Over.
Nope, they have one in Bennington. I used to go to Troy more frequently in high school. We went to a bunch of concerts in Troy. But I pass through. I go to Albany every once in a while. There's a gym in Troy, ABC Fitness, that I hit up every once in a while.
Yeah, I know right where it is, yeah. I'm actually up outside of the town, about 5 or 6 miles out in the country, but the you know, the address is Troy. Yeah, I just wondered if you could copy me. I know you're running a G5 RV as well. I just wanted to put in a vote for the G5 RV. I've been running it from a form of the G5RV for many, many years. And I run other antennas as well. You know, I got 2 or 3 antennas.
I can't believe that's 20 watts.
All things being equal, I really love the G5RV. I use a tuner. I've got a Nye Viking manual tuner, and so I use the tuner.
Fading away.
Using the tuner, I can tune all bands on that G5RV, including actually 60 meters, believe it or not. I can actually tune 60 meters as well. I do have a very nice tuner.
I don't know. This guy, 20 watts.
I've worked some amazing DX, including worked Russia on 20 watts. With this 20-watt radio, I worked Russia using that G5RV on 17 meters, and which was a pretty big accomplishment. Anyway, I just want to throw in a vote for the G5RV. Kilo Charlie 2 Alpha Kilo, over.
Kilo Charlie 2 Alpha Kilo. Sounds great, man. Yeah, you're coming in nice and strong. 5 9 plus. How's my signal going down to you?
Oh yeah, you've got a beautiful 5.9 signal. You're crystal clear, and I think you're running a 7300. Sounds beautiful. It really sounds great. I'm not going to hold it up here. I got to run down and make dinner for when the king of the house comes home here. If I don't have dinner, there's heck to pay. Kilo Charlie 2 Alpha Kilo. Appreciate the contact, and hope to talk to you in the future. 7-3, thank you.
Wow.
7-3 to you. This is the W1MJK.
That is a beautiful signal for 20 watts. That's a little hard to believe, but hey, anything's possible. But anyway, now I'm definitely going to stop the video. I hope you both... Oh, well, I didn't tell them. I should have told them. But anyway, I'll put that other guy's call sign in there as well. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm going to turn this down so I can say goodbye. And you guys have a great night. And I want to thank you guys for watching the video. I hope if you enjoyed it. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. That's what it's for. You know, I'm not going to get upset about it. It's your opinion. So, but I do appreciate you watching the video to the very end. So you guys take care. God bless. This has been your boy Adrian, a.k.a. Kilo 1 Alpha Papa Delta. And I'm going to say goodbye, my brothers and sisters.